Kim Townsel here. I just got so excited when I opened this that I didn't check my camera, and I'm going to show you this with the top of my head cut off, but I still have the top of my head. You can see it. It's not really cut off, it's just cut off on the video footage that you're about to see. I hope you're about to see it. Stick around and see it. Please. Kim Townsel here. You guys know I love my diffusers. This is the biggest one I've ever bought. We have a quick start guide. And the reason I got this one is because I have a diffuser on my desk at school, but the problem is every time you take the top off, condensation's around the edge of the diffuser, and this one will run all day long, and it fills from the top. You pour the water in there so that you're not going to have any condensation except off of this part here, which you can hold over here and let it drop in there. The other ones, the designs are a little bit different. I'll show you that later in the video. Isn't that cool? Look at that, how deep that is. Ah, I'm so excited. Super long cord. Ah, this is like the Mac Daddy of diffusers, isn't it? Look at that. Ah, I'm so excited. Let's get this thing going. The Asuku Ultrasonic Top Fill Cool Mist is a 2-in-1 humidifier and diffuser. Can create a pleasant and healthy atmosphere in your home. Just put 5 to 8 drops of your favorite essential oil, fill it with water, cut it on, have aroma, and have a mist. Here are some specifications for it. It has a 2.5 liter water tank, a mist density control, automatic shut off and on LED light switch, 4 timers. You can make it run for 2 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, or continuously on. The mist time is up to 30 hours. High quality, energy efficient, and you can put it on color cycle or a fixed color mode. Originated from Japan. Here's the manufacturer's information. An owner's quick start guide. It shows you all the pieces, all the components. Gives you the operation guide. Tells you how to control the mist, how to control the light, and how to take care of it and clean it, and some warnings. And they're telling you some little suggestions for some oils that you can do. And they provide the specs again in case you don't want to keep the box. I'm going to wash mine out before I use it, just with some regular kitchen hand soap, just to be clean. The problem with the ones that have the cap top is when you lift this off, there's usually condensation, like right here. And unless you're really, really quick, it's going to drip onto whatever you have. So you have to be careful and make sure that you keep all that stuff wiped up. I'm not going to have that problem with this one. I've added just a little bit of water so I can demonstrate the features of this. This is the essential oil that I like the best. It's called Gentleman's Oils. I will link that video at the end of this, and there'll also be a card coming up somewhere up here to show you how to get to that. I'll provide the link for these in the text and the pinned comment underneath. So the power button, the first touch, cuts it on in low mist, and the power lights stay on. The second touch cuts it off. So power button, first touch turns on the humidifier in low mist, and the power indicator lights stay on. Second touch cuts it off. If the water gets at a low level, the unit will not work, and the power indicator light will blink for 10 seconds. One touch on, one touch off. The mist button, you have to cut it on, and then touch the mist button, and the first one's going to tell you that it's going to cycle it up to a little bit higher mist. Touch it again and it's going to be on the highest mist. Touch it again, it goes down to the lowest mist. So that is the low mist. That is the a medium mist. and that is the high mist. So it puts out a lot more than my current diffuser. So I'm going to put it back on low. So mist control, first touch, continuous on medium. Second touch is continuous on high. The third touch, it goes back down to low mist. You can long touch it to cut everything off, except it will cut everything off except the power light. It's just going to put it in low mist. So if I'm ready to go to bed at night and the lights happen to be on, I can cut it for a long time. It's going to put it on a very gentle mist. And the only light that will stay on will be the power light. We'll cut all the other lights off. The light button, the first touch cuts it on to the revolving light, so I'm going to leave it on there so that you can see the different color lights that it goes through. So the first touch on the lights, it just cuts the lights on and it revolves through all the different colors. When you touch the second to the ninth touch, when you go touch it again, it's going to get on a different color. Whoops. So if you say, oh, okay, I want it to stay on a color, you just leave it there. You want to cut the lights off. You can long touch the button, hold it and press it down, and that cuts the lights off. So light controlling, the first touch turns on all the colors. Hitting it 2 to 9 times, it's going to cycle through a specific color, and you can leave it on that color. And then the 10th time you hit it, it's going to go back to cycle. You want to cut it off, just do a long touch or hold the button down a little bit longer. The timer, if you touch the timer one time, it's going to go to 2 hours. Touch it again, it's going to go to 4 hours. Touch it again, it's going to go to 8 hours. And the fourth touch is going to just stay on continuously without the timer. It will cut off when it runs out of water. So, we can put it on high mist. Touch it one time, it's going to cycle through all the lights. And if I want it to only run for 2 hours, I touch it one time. If I want it to run 4 hours, touch it again. If I want it to run 8 hours, touch it like that. If I want it to run until it runs out of water, leave it like that. So that is on high with the colors cycling through, and it will run until it runs out of water. For a comparison of size, there's my Mr. Coffee Maker. So it's pretty big. So I only put 1 drop of water in there and enough water to cover the bottom so that I could demonstrate it for you, and I can smell the essential oil all the way back here. So I'm going to plug this thing up in my living room and let it run all night and see how it does. So to refill this at school, I'm actually going to be able to take this up, and I can take a towel or something and collect the water like that. It's not going to automatically spill all over everything because I don't have that cap thing coming up that's going to drip, which the cap thing's manageable. This is just easier. I can actually take this and set it under the kitchen faucet, or take a big pitcher of water and fill it in that way. Since I'm here close to my sink, I'm going to fill it up using the faucet, and you can't fill it over that line right there. Don't use hot water. You don't need to use hot water. It's a cool mist diffuser. It's not making steam, it's making cool mist. So the instructions say you can add 10 drops per liter, and it's supposed to hold 2.5 liters, so you can put up to 25 drops in here if you like. So we're good. Then take this, just drops back in there as easy as can be. Gonna hit the power button on. It's gonna cut it on for low mist. I want it to be on high. I'm gonna let it run continuously, so I'm not gonna do anything to the timer. I'm gonna put it on revolving lights. and let it go. If I want to stop on a light, I can cycle through and get to, say, the yellow one, and it's going to stay there. If I want to cut the lights off, press and hold. If I want to cut the mist off, press and hold. If I want to put a timer on, I can put it on 2 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours. One more is going to be on continuous. Put the lights back on cycle. Cycle through all of them. I'm going to put it back on high mist. And let it do its thing. Beautiful. So pulling the camera back a little bit, you can see, or I hope you can see the mist and how much is coming out. It goes up pretty high. That's what I wanted. I want a lot, not just a little bit. This is a very large room. So I want that. My classroom at school is very large as well. My kids are always fascinated with my diffusers. It's easy to turn this if you want to direct the mist in a different direction. I really think I could have put some more essential oil in there. I have found the diffusers of all diffusers. I moved it to the floor and it went all night long. And still has, let's see how much water's left in there. Yep, there's still water in the bottom. So it should automatically cut off when it gets empty. It smells so good. A lot of mist, isn't it? It's just what I like. Thanks for watching my video about my Mac Daddy diffuser, my big diffuser. Remember, it's free to give the video a thumbs up. It's free to leave a comment. It's free to share this video with someone if you know someone who could use something like this, or if you want to buy one for somebody. Check in the text under the video and the pinned comment. I'm going to leave you a link so you can purchase this one or one just like it. Helps me out a little bit if you use that link. And if you have time before you go, watch another video. Until we meet again, let's just help each other make the world a bigger, better smelling place.